the Any and Everything Show with your hosts, Jake and George.
And we're off. What is up?
Ho!
Ladies and germs.
Whoa.
It's been a minute since we've recorded this here pod.
This here pod.
Been way too long. I think life has gotten quite busy for both of us.
Indeed.
Just that time of the year. Summer, school's almost back in session.
For neither of us.
We're not attending school, but school affects us.
School's back in session.
School's back in
Well,
session.
as we were saying, we were talking about our new work schedules.
Yeah.
And we both have short commutes, but as I was letting Jake know, during the school year,
Forget about
a school
it.
bus can easily double my commute.
Oh, I mean, they stop at almost every corner.
Yeah.
You never know what you're going to get.
It's like a box of chocolates.
Yeah, they stop at corners where there's not even kids. They wait.
Stop at corners that aren't even corners.
Yeah.
They stop right in the middle of the
You
road.
gotta abide by the flashing
That's true.
red sign.
That's true.
That's driver's ed 101.
Yes. No passing.
But anyway, if you're a day one listener, welcome back. It's been sorry for the hiatus, but you know what? Sometimes we just gotta let the podcast breathe.
Sometimes life gets in the way.
We have to grow ourselves to grow this podcast. We have to grow from within to grow without. But if you're a first-time listener, this is a weird episode for you to come back on, but welcome to the show. Each week, George and I, we get together, we open up a new beer, or not each week, every week that we possibly can.
Every episode.
We get together, we open up a new beer, we review it, we talk about it, but we don't talk about just beer, because
That'd be silly.
in this crazy, crazy world, which we can all see that it is very crazy, there's just way too much to talk about. George, am I right about that one?
Jake, it's been a while since you have been, but you are right.
So I'm going to cut right to it, and we'll get right into the beveragino of the week. This week I get to surprise you, because you're always the one that dishes out the beer, but
It's nice.
this week it's me. So I went for the can
Okay.
specifically because
Yep.
it kind of looked cool. We're looking at a Voodoo Ranger.
Which there are many of, apparently.
There's a lot. There's a big line of Voodoo Rangers.
New Belgium makes a Voodoo Ranger
And this is the V2K
V2K
IPA.
IPA.
I was really trying to figure out what the skeleton guy was wearing. Like I took a long, hard look at the box when I was signing this puppy out.
Okay.
When I was taking him home, I was trying to figure out what he's looking like.
Well, it looks like he's got, I don't know if it's pants or shorts. You can't really tell.
Yeah.
But then it looks like he's got a basketball jersey on.
Underneath
What looks like the only thing I can describe as if you imagine those 90s fountain soda cups that are cyan, blue, white, and purple.
Oops.
Right?
Yep.
You know what I'm talking about? The 90s fountain soda cups.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
But in a starter jacket style.
Yep. Oh yeah, look at the box right here.
Yep.
It's got that little
Exactly.
zigzag.
I can't tell if he's got a turtleneck on or not, but he might.
That could just be his
could just be-
exposed collarbones since
Yeah.
he's a skeleton.
Right. But it almost looks like a gray turtleneck. He's also got two,
Oh wait, yeah, you might. Right.
maybe one pager / beeper attached
Yep.
to the collar
Yep.
with maybe a Walkman, but it looks
yeah.
like a second beeper. Actually, no, the Walkman's clipped to his hip.
Yeah, you got a disc player down there.
He's got two beeper
Uh-huh.
pagers on his collar. Then he's got oversized sunglasses
Yep.
with a gold tooth.
Yep.
And he's got one of those fuzzy mountain lumberjack
Like a pilot hat.
winter
almost.
hats.
Yeah.
Underneath a snapback backwards cap.
Yep.
Underneath a
Headphones.
set of over the head big headphones.
So this guy is fully loaded in a crazy outfit.
Yeah.
So on the box here, it says, "Say goodbye to your semi-charmed life," and "What's up to a bittersweet symphony of grapefruit and guava, perfectly in sync in this hazy IPA."
A lot of music references in there.
Yeah. So it's part of the rotating IPA series. It says 6.9 ABV, and these are 12-ounce cans. Comes in a 6-pack. Love the artwork though. It's really cool. Might cut that guy out. Put him on my wall.
I see. I don't see why not.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it.
Okay.
But yeah, George, you already had a sip, I'm guessing?
I did. And I enjoyed it.
Okay.
I enjoyed it so much, I will give it A minus.
Wow.
It's
A
good.
minus. Oh,
good.
wow. It is good.
Very good.
First sip impression. This is a good one.
Indeed.
I wish it could be just a touch colder, but that's, we're enduring the elements here in the hot garage. But it's good. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with you. I think I'm gonna go A minus.
It's smooth
And I have a
tasty.
feeling this one's gonna be a gift that keeps on giving as the episode goes on.
One can only hope.
But man, a lot has happened since we have last recorded. It's been probably close to maybe over a month.
I don't think that's true, is it?
It's got to be close to a month.
Has it been that long? Wow.
I mean, I don't know.
Time flies.
It feels like it. I have a new job now since the last time we were together. So bittersweet news there, out with the old, in with the new.
Yes. Starting fresh.
The old was great, but next chapter is going to be even greater. Like we were talking, I'm going to have a short commute. It's right in my, not hometown, but now residing town
Hometown, I guess.
of Stamford, Connecticut. So might start to try to bike to work on the days I have to go in.
Bold move.
I want to, I've always enjoyed that life from afar.
Like the people who bike to work?
Yeah, I always thought it's another one of those things that I think are so cool, probably until I do it.
Until you do it the first time?
Yeah,
in a 90-degree day?
Yeah, I interned in London, and it was very popular there. When I was studying abroad, everyone biked to work.
Right.
I thought it was so cool. It was like hipster. It was like, damn, these guys they got a cool life.
Well, what's the hurt in buying a bike anyway? It's not like it's a...
No, that's the thing, too. I'm looking, my neighbor bikes a lot, and he always wants me to come, but I need a bike to come.
Yeah. You're 2 wheels short.
I'm 2 wheels short, and I think I'm going to get one for that and then just have it to be able to commute.
Yeah, on a nice day, check the weather.
Yeah.
Maybe you bike to work.
It's true. I was telling George, I don't check the weather often. Like, I look outside.
Well, it's a blessing and a curse, the being home from work.
It is, yeah.
Where you don't really have to worry about going out or the weather affecting your plans. You're just inside, take a quick glance outside. Oh, it's sunny, but then you walk outside and it's actually like 30 degrees.
Yeah, exactly.
Or you're not expecting rain because you didn't check.
Yeah, some weeks I'm like not obsessed with the weather, but like I'm all over it, I'm like, oh, I know exactly what's coming up.
Oh, 70% chance tomorrow, 30% chance slightly cloudy, thunderstorms in the afternoon on Thursday.
Yep, less humidity though.
Yeah, less humidity. It's going to be a nicer day, but a chance of rain afternoon.
But then this week I just know we might get rain like on Friday. You don't
even know what day it is.
And apparently we're getting Tropical Storm Fred. He's coming. We got to start picking some more frightening names.
I think they're predetermined.
How far in advance?
I don't know.
I've never seen a Tropical Storm Jake.
That's a good point.
Maybe a Jacob, but not a Jake. There's definitely been a Tropical Storm George, if I had to
You think so?
assume.
Okay, Jake. How do storms get their names? Storms are given short, distinctive names to avoid confusion and streamline communications. In 1953, the United States began using female names for storms, and in 1978, both male and female names were used to identify northern Pacific storms.
Wow, reverse sexism back
This
then.
was then adopted in 1979 for storms in the Atlantic Basin. According to the WMO,
Weather.
don't know what it is. The names selected are those that are familiar to the people in each region. Storms are named for people to easily understand and remember the tropical cyclone, hurricane, typhoon in their region, thus facilitating disaster risk awareness, preparedness, management, and reduction.
Okay. Still no news on if there's been a Jake, huh?
The names alternate between male and female and run from A to Z in the alphabet. However, in line with the U.S. National Hurricane Center, storms aren't called names beginning with Q, U, X, Y, and Z due to the low number of names that begin with these letters.
Makes sense.
So, They run right down the. So we're expecting Fred.
Yeah.
So the next storm could be a George. Could be.
Oh, there was a tropical storm Jacob.
That kind of goes against what they just said of being short, distinctive.
I know.
They took the 2-syllable version of your name.
Go short for Jacob. You got to go Jake.
They took the longer version of your name.
Oh, damn. There was a cyclone Jacob in 96.
That should be your nickname.
Cyclone Jacob. That's my wrestler name.
Cyclone Jacob.
There's got to be a George, tropical storm George. I feel like there's no way they haven't picked that one because that is a pretty common name.
Yeah, but it's not at the same time. You know, like how many kids? Like I work with kids. I've worked with kids for the past
Hurricane George.
I've worked with kids for the past 15 years.
98. Sorry, man, you already had your turn.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? 15 years of working with kids. Maybe 2 Georges.
Really?
Yeah.
How many Jakes do you think?
Countless.
That's so rare.
Well, I mean, obviously you have your Jacobs who get called Jake.
The Jonathans that go Jacob too.
Was that
Jake.
one?
Yeah, I've only met one. Yeah.
But how many Jakes have you met in your life?
I could probably count on 2 hands.
Well, actually, I was going to say I haven't met many Georges, but me and Ariana went to Chick-fil-A the other day, which was crazy because there was no line.
Wow.
We pull up. We were coming back from...
That's unheard of.
We went to the golf and the plant store. So, very fitting for the two of us.
Yes.
But we, on the way back, passing Chick-fil-A, so when in Rome, you can't just go past Chick-fil-A.
There's a rare time where you just drive
and especially as we're getting over, we're like, do we want Chick-fil-A or do we want something else? You can see no line. So we're like, yes, pull right in.
Instant.
We pull right in. We're like, what's going on? Like, is the inside open or something? Like why is there no car line here? Pull right up to the attendant who's going to take our order, place our order, move up in line. Because now there's a little bit of a line, but obviously no Chick-fil-A
Nothing
line.
like what
no
it
Chick-fil-A
usually
line.
is.
And then as we merged the 2 lanes, we look back, line out to the highway. We just had perfect timing where we just jumped 20 cars in line. But then my whole point of the story is we get up to where we get our food, and they lean into the window a little bit and go, name? I go, George. And the guy just doesn't say anything, just stands straight up, just taps his name tag a couple times. Doesn't say a
Dude, that is awesome.
Doesn't say a word, just taps his name tag.
Dude, that's
and then like the sun was glaring. It was like 5, 6, 7 o'clock where the sun's setting. So like I couldn't even see the name tag. I just kind of put it together. Like I was like, oh, cool. He's like, pull up. I was like, okay.
We're friends now.
Yeah.
We're hanging out.
Yeah, this is us. Just 2 Georges.
I'm going to come eat with you on my break.
Yeah, you got room in the back seat? 2 Georges in a Chick-fil-A line.
I love that. Someone who's like, those are the type of people you want to be around who are pumped when you share a name.
Yeah.
They're like, wow.
Well,
I met a George.
What I'm saying is there's not many Georges.
I guess.
That situation is a Jake. They're like, another one with my name?
Toss it to the side. That's awesome.
I just like how he didn't say anything. He's just like, what's your name? George. Like, he already knew my name because he had this planned. He didn't, because I had to pull up. So normally he'd probably like pull up.
Oh, yeah.
And then we'll get your food. But he was like, what's your name? George.
The tap.
Just tap.
It's like, it's just on the edge of like being too, like trying to be too cool and being like just cool enough.
Yeah.
Because of like, if he nodded, if he was like, look at the tag, that would have been a little much.
You
but
think?
Just the fact that he did was subtle enough to be like, hey, I appreciate us sharing the name.
Okay, interesting. I took it the other approach. I was like, that's kind of weird.
Like, what if he was like, oh, that's so funny. That's my name too.
But cool. Well, I guess I don't run into the situation very often. So it's like, I just find it all weird that they're like, oh, yeah. Look,
I think the fact that he had the name tag on really helped his whole situation. Obviously, he has walked around the fucking name tag.
Some guy named George walking up and down the line with a name tag.
That would be a different story. There was a guy just like...
didn't work there, wasn't eating Chick-fil-A, just leaning into cars.
Sir, you can't be back here.
Just asking people what their name was until he found a George, and then didn't say... The built-up tension of all day trying to find someone named George and finally finding one, and the coolness to just be like tapping on the name.
Yeah, that's true. If there's a guy walking through crowds with a name tag, he's definitely going to be more excited to find a name match. That's the thing, though. You want to, like, it's tricky with names because I think you want to have or like name a kid or have a name that is like rare enough, but not off the charts rare. You know what I mean? Like George is a nice, like quote unquote common name, but not so common that everyone's named George.
That's true, I guess.
Jake is another one where it's pretty common, but like you don't find it everywhere. But it's also not like, whoa, your name is Jake. I never heard of that.
Yeah.
I feel like names, there's a healthy balance for like if you're trying to name your kid.
Where like you look at both of our names, although when I say my name, people go, George, how do you spell that?
Really?
Yeah. I'm like, well, you don't know like George Washington? You didn't learn about that?
Wait, what? George Washington's name is not spelled the way?
No, it's spelled the same.
Oh.
But that's what I'm saying.
Oh,
people don't know how. People never had to spell that.
I was gonna say if you're about to drop a bomb about like the first president, it was not spelled the way George is usually spelled.
No, it's spelled exactly the same, and that's my point.
I've never seen a different spelling of George.
No, there isn't. Well, I guess unless you go Jorge.
Oh yeah,
and then maybe people think like George is spelled the same way.
Oh, like
because Jorge is Jor and George is Geor.
Oh, okay. How do you spell George? I guess the same way everyone fucking spells it. Yeah, no one's ever asked me to spell Jake, but I know there was a girl, I forget, it might have been from Megan's hometown. It was Jayke for a girl. I think it was just to decipher, just to be unique. To
be a girl, Jake.
Yeah, like we have a friend Ryan, 2 N's. Mm-hmm. Trying to stand out from the pack of other Ryans.
Yeah.
So
see, but I feel like that becomes like then someone like I think of like a substitute teacher situation. Mm-hmm. Like if a substitute teacher comes across Jake and George, it's Jake and George.
Yeah.
You don't really mispronounce that unless for some reason you just aren't familiar with those names.
Yeah.
But like if you come across a Jake with a Y in there or a Ryan with an extra N, I feel like a substitute teacher could be like, "Oh, Ryan."
True.
Or
Ryan's been called Ryan a bunch.
Or Jike.
Yeah. Yeah.
I guess that's Jake. I don't know.
Jike. I like Jike.
Jike.
Yeah, names are tricky because you don't want to be like the. A
lot of pressure on a parent.
It really is.
You always think about like. Well, I guess it's not. Everyone always thinks of what they'll name their kid. I guess throughout the years, so you kind of have a couple in mind. But, that's that kid's name for at least 18 years.
Yeah. And it seems like some parents don't really think about it, and then others really do.
Yeah.
Like I was just listening to Spotify, Discover Weekly, and some guy's name was Ben Bannister. Like that, the parents had to have known that there was going to be like alliteration in that person's name.
Maybe they like BB.
Like Benjamin Bannister.
Benjamin Bannister.
Like, Like, as you say their name before you just name
there's
them.
people's name. I'm trying to think of one because I know there's several out there, but I know there's a basketball player. He's from another country. And his name's like, I think it's Bogdan.
Okay.
Bogdanovich.
Bogdanovich. That's insane.
So that'd be like if your last name was Smith. Or,
Smith.
It'd be Smithson.
Mine's Corinne Karinko.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Be careful when you're naming your kids.
Mm-hmm.
You never know what kind of trauma.
Or don't be careful. Just make something up.
Like if your last name is Williams, just call them
William.
Bill Williams. There's definitely a Billy Williams out there.
Oh, yeah.
And like the parents had to have known what they were doing.
Yes.
See, these are the hard hitting issues we have to be talking about.
Or when you're like, I think there was a NASCAR driver. Their last name is Trickle. Trickle, and they named him Dick.
No way.
Yeah. Yes.
Or was it Rich?
I'm pretty sure he's like an old school NASCAR driver. So he's from the South.
Dick Trickle.
Yeah.
Dick Trickle.
And then I'm pretty sure there's an old baseball player. His last name is Kuntz, I think.
Kuntz. Oh yeah, I did.
I think it's Kuntz, but
I do remember.
And his first name's Rusty.
Rusty Kuntz.
Dude,
brutal. Like that's the name you put down on like an attendance sheet, and someone sends you to the principal office.
Right.
Yeah. Like one time, our good friend Steven Kuchenruther, insane last name for a young kid to learn how to spell. So it's a long last name, and it's very unique. and everyone called him Cooch. And
As you would.
yeah, it's because no one wants to say Cooch because it's too long and we're lazy.
And no one wanted to call him Steve.
Yeah, so it's Cooch. And we spelled it Kooch, even though his first...
even though his name's spelled Ku.
Kuch. And one time in high school, we wanted to wish him a happy birthday, and you could write on a note to like pass it into the office, and they would read out birthday messages. And we wrote "Happy Birthday, Cooch," from the gang, like whoever it was, from like all
the
of
gang.
us. Yeah, from
Dirty Mike and the boys.
from fucking homeroom or whatever we put, something stupid.
From the boys.
Yeah, from Dirty Mike and the boys. And they got to the message, and it was like, "Happy birthday to someone." Can't say that word. And we were like, what? They can't say Cooch? I think they thought like Cooch was just like,
obviously, that's what they thought.
yeah, but like...
You never heard of what Cooch is, Jake?
Well, I didn't really think about it until after we were talking about his name,
Right.
Cooch, for so long.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes you just don't really think about it.
No. But speaking of names, it's actually a perfect little segue because this is really... It happened a while ago, but I had it on my list, and I kind of was just scrolling and saw it. There was a battle of the Joshes. Did you ever hear about this?
Nope.
Someone orchestrated a gathering for like this role play battle, like kind of like, you know how people do like Civil War reenactment type things. It was similar to that, but it was only for people named Josh. And they basically split two teams up
Of Josh's?
and there was a big battle of the Joshes.
Who won?
Josh. I just thought
I thought you were going to say, I don't know.
I don't know. Some guy named Fred actually came in and just fucking took them all down.
Yeah, you got one of those "Hello, my name is" stickers and put Josh on there, and big reveal when he won. Fred.
You can really do it. I guess you could really...
What was the battle? They did like a LARP thing?
Yeah. It was exactly like that. It was like foam swords and shields and stuff.
Interesting.
And like, some people take that really seriously. Like, so if you get hit with that, like, you're going down.
May
like,
the best Josh win.
It's like that scene in The Office where like they're playing that they play that like role play like murder game. Do you remember what episode I'm talking about? And it was like, there's been a murder in Savannah.
Well, I was thinking of what's that movie called? I think it's Role Models.
Oh, yeah,
where
exactly.
They
like
literally go
yeah.
LARPing.
Yeah, that's what it was. A big LARP of the Joshes. I was just like struck my memory because we were talking about names.
Battle of the Joshes.
Man, what else has happened since I've...
What do you mean? What else has happened?
I'm trying to think of life events. Oh, I got new tires on my car.
Wow, that's super exciting.
I was also in a car.
Congratulations.
And one of my biggest pet peeves while in a car is sneezing.
While driving.
Yeah, I hate sneezing while driving.
I don't mind sneezing while I'm a passenger.
No, I don't mind sneezing any other time, actually.
Except for driving.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's just like a sudden fear.
It comes out of nowhere.
And it's, even if it doesn't come out of nowhere, when it doesn't come out of nowhere, it's almost like a little more terrifying because like I prepare myself for it. Like I'm usually a one-hand driver. Sometimes on the top of the steering wheel, sometimes on the bottom of the steering wheel, sometimes right-handed, sometimes left-handed.
Just however you're vibing.
Yeah. But usually one hand. But when I feel a sneeze coming on, I sit straight up.
Oh, yeah, you...
2 hands, 6 and 12, wherever they're supposed to be. Not 6 and 12.
10
10 and 2. 10 and 2.
Yeah,
10 and 2, 2
that.
hands. And I brace myself for the sneeze because I know my eyes are going to be closed for only a split second.
But that's a scary
But
split
also
second.
a sneeze is like a sudden jerk. So I feel like if I wasn't prepared, I could jerk left or right.
And if anything, we should be more loose. Even though I tense up too. But we should honestly be less because you never know how your body's going to react when you sneeze.
Yeah. Right.
But I sneezed. Luckily, I was actually in a little slow traffic. So I sneezed, and I don't let my sneezes out. I kind of do I keep them, exactly like that. It's like you ever heard like a dog like almost like grunt bark?
Sure.
Like not a full bark. They go like, like that's my sneeze.
Yeah.
So I don't let it
It's
all
not
the way
good for
up.
you.
No, I heard it's not good. But
You
I
gotta
do
pop a blood vessel or something.
But that's just how I roll, I guess. I hold my
You know what? A
sneezes in.
full sneeze when I'm not sick. Like if I just have to sneeze for, I don't know, a tickle in my nose or something, and I just sneeze.
Pepper or
It's
something.
a great feeling.
It is a good feeling.
Releases a lot of, I guess, tension. I don't know, but a nice sneeze is welcomed every
Isn't
now
like
and then.
the wives' tale, like it's like an eighth of an orgasm or something like that?
Maybe.
I thought that was the word, in elementary school, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, well, we also weren't supposed to drink Mountain Dew in elementary school. Because
That's
yellow
true.
dye number 7 kills your sperm or something.
Yeah.
Which also might be true still. But there were a lot of wives' tales, if you want to put it that way, in elementary school.
I'm trying to read see if it's...
If it's true.
Is this sneeze an eighth of an orgasm? It was a very common question, actually. No. It's all made up.
Let's just leave it at that, Jake.
No.
No.
It's just an involuntary reflex that feels good and has nothing to do with evolving
Well, obviously it doesn't
erectile
have,
tissue.
obviously it doesn't have anything to do with an actual orgasm.
And I think it just releases
But on
the
the-
same kind of feeling.
On the pleasure scale, where does it
Correct.
fall?
Yeah. So I guess I lost my train of thought. Yeah. So I sneeze in a car, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I look to my left after I sneezed. I composed myself. The passenger in the car to my left mouthed "God bless you" to me, and it was a really magical moment because I was listening to some music, sneezed, kind of like, caught myself off guard, came back to, looked over, and some guy was like, "Bless you," and I was like, "Wow."
Did you mouth back thank you?
I gave him a nod.
Yeah.
But like I was so caught off guard. I've never seen that happen before.
Right.
But I'm trying to put myself in his shoes. If I saw someone sneeze in a car, I'd probably do the same thing. Because I love catching people in their car doing weird shit.
Yeah, I'm not usually looking around too much.
Yeah, well, in traffic, nothing else to do.
That's true. You got the city commute.
Yeah, people doing some weird things in cars.
It's the weirdest thing. Comes to mind right now.
Chopsticks. Some guy had full-on chopsticks with maybe lo mein or some sort of noodle in his...
Is that weird?
I mean, yeah, chopsticks. Yeah, chopsticks is crazy. Think about it. It's not that hard. It's not that easy to use when you're...
People grow up using chopsticks. Chopsticks is like a
that's a good
fork
point.
to some people.
The
Like,
guy,
it's not really a problem.
the guy wasn't Asian, but I'm not going to say he didn't grow up using chopsticks.
Right. Right. Some people are definitely much more skilled with chopsticks than others.
Like, I wouldn't say I'm bad. I'm not, like, real good, but I can definitely make my way through
A meal?
a meal with some chopsticks.
Yeah.
But this guy was, like, hand on the wheel. I couldn't see the dish because it was below the mirror and everything, like below the door. He had chopsticks in his right hand, left up here, eye on the road. He wasn't even looking when he was putting his chopstick into the box.
Well,
he
he knows
pulls
it-
up a nice.
He does it every day, probably. He knows right where that thing is.
I'm like, dude.
I mean,
this,
I've eaten 2 slices of pizza in my car on the way home. Driving
that's
stick.
fine. Oh yeah, stick. That's a good
Stick,
point too.
pizza in my lap.
Yeah, that's tough. See, I always, when I was younger and I wanted to get a stick car, I always would like tell my parents like, oh no, like I can't do anything that's distracting because like obviously I always have to be like. But once you do it a couple of times, you're like, oh, I can risk this. I'm a good enough driver. I can handle a slice of pizza and driving stick.
Yeah, it's terrible though.
I'm like, Mom, I can't text.
Really, probably the worst thing.
I can't eat a sandwich. Like
Yeah.
it's so good for me to have a stick car.
Being comfortable, like doing stuff
Yeah.
while driving is probably like the worst habit you can have.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I knew people who would drive with their knees sometimes back in high school.
I drive with my knee all the time.
I never could figure that out. Like I've tried a couple times when there's like no one around, I'm going slow. I'm like, how do people do this?
I don't know. I probably because I've done it ever since. Like I always remember like not being able to open like a drink when I was a little kid, like handing it to my parents while they're driving. They just throw a knee up, open up the drink, and hand it
Yeah.
back to me. And I think I just kind of like developed that habit of like if I need 2 hands, I'll put a knee up there and drive.
Never been able to do it.
Not gonna pat myself on the back, but I could do it pretty well. I could turn left, I could turn right with my knee.
Like I don't even like the physics don't even make sense to me.
I don't know.
Well, I'm glad you mastered it because, I mean, I think the crazy thing I've ever done driving was probably eating something real messy.
I remember once I was going to Spanish class in college. I had to make like a
you're driving.
I had to like make a presentation, and we had to present like a scenario, like a scene.
Okay.
So it was like, I don't know, we met each other in the library, and
Oh,
do you know where this is on campus? Do you know where this is or whatever? And I just memorized my lines while driving. So I covered my dashboard.
Wow.
With like my lines
That
and
is
just
bad.
And just read them.
Yeah, that's not good.
Got an A on the project.
I thought you were gonna say, well, congratulations. I thought you were gonna say like you put together a PowerPoint while you're driving.
One hand in the passenger seat typing away a PowerPoint.
Yeah, I wouldn't put it past people. I mean, like now they have computer screens basically in the middle of dashboards for people to use. Mm-hmm. It's crazy. They're like, oh no, we really don't want people to be distracted, but they put like a 19-inch touch screen.
Yeah,
in the middle of cars.
My car now has a touch screen, and then there's like an apps menu, so you click on apps, and like it pulls up all my apps on my phone, but only the compatible ones with like Ford Sync.
Yeah.
So like I could use like Waze, Spotify. It has like a Zoom pops up. So I don't know how you do that. I guess maybe you just connect into the Zoom on like an audio portion of it.
Yeah.
So you could do like speakerphone on Zoom. But
yeah, like we're trying to make driving smarter, but we'll just give you access to every single app that's on your phone.
Yeah.
In the middle of your car.
I guess eventually everyone's going to just be like Tesla, and you could fall asleep and your car will drive you.
Yeah, I think we've talked about that before. I don't know. Like I have part of me that's just like I would love to just press a button and just chill for a whole drive.
Then you could make a PowerPoint.
Yeah, then you actually could. But then there's another part of me that likes the act of driving. You give me like a 3-hour drive on a single highway.
3-hour tour.
Yeah. You give me one of those, I'll hit an autopilot and just chill on the highway. Mm-hmm. But if it's like a more interesting drive or like I'm engaged, I'll take that any day.
Yeah, I enjoy driving. I like it.
Same. I think I take pride in it, so that's why I like I hate bad drivers.
Yeah, that's true.
I just hate bad drivers.
They're the worst.
Like I really hate drivers who are super aggressive on the highway.
Yeah.
That they can't go any farther than you are currently.
One of my favorite things is when you run into one of those. Like it's not traffic even. Like you're just driving and there's
volume.
There's volume, but you're moving.
Yeah.
You're not even going slower.
And you see from your
if
rear
it's
view.
a 65 and everyone's moving 70, you're not getting slowed down. But there's cars everywhere, and you see people weaving. And
I love it.
And then like they get stuck behind a slow car. It's just like a nice little simple pleasure that I get. That like, where'd that get you? What good does it do you to be an asshole?
I love when I see them in the rearview mirror, and they pull. I'll be in the left. They pull into the right lane
to try and
shoot up the middle.
Yeah.
Right, because they think like someone in the left lane's really slowing us down, or it's just like a busy lane. Like it's currently not going as fast as it should be.
Yeah.
And people always think they just know their way around traffic.
Yep.
But like you have to be able to read the fact that like you're going to catch up to a car in the middle and not be able to go left.
Yep.
But people love taking that chance, and as soon as I see it, oh my god, I basically ride the bumper of the person in front of me just because I know that they're going to try.
You never really want to let that person in.
Never.
Like I'll let people in all the time.
Yeah.
I'm very I give people space, I guess. But if that person goes into the middle lane to try and pass the left lane, I'm in the left lane.
It's the battle of Josh's right there.
Yeah. I'm just gonna speed up, get a little closer. I'm not gonna ride the ass, but I'm not gonna leave room for a car. Really,
no, not happening.
It's like the people if there's bumper to bumper traffic, and then they decide to ride the lane that's closing.
Yeah,
all the way up to the end.
Yep, ride the shoulder. Mm-hmm. You name it. Oh my god, I can't wait to not drive for a while. Really can't wait.
Can't wait to take your bike to work.
Honestly. I think I just have people honking at me in person rather than behind a car. Because, like, do bikes have to follow, like, most traffic laws, right?
Don't know.
Or is it just, free for all?
Don't know.
Is it, like, at your own discretion?
Don't know.
Okay. Is there any part of a bike question I can ask you that you might know?
How many wheels does it have?
How many wheels?
2.
All right. We're back on track. Oh, man. Well, now that I'm all riled up, let's take a quick break.
Yep.
Regather. Mm-hmm. And we'll come back with some more fun.
Okay. After
this.
After
after our word.
After our word.
To describe a beer.
Mm-hmm.
Each we pick a word to describe a beer.
Yes.
Before we go to halftime, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
So, anything that come to your mind right now?
Yeah, for the New Belgium Voodoo Ranger V2K IPA, Jake.
Mm-hmm.
Afternoon Delight.
Ooh, very nice.
In simpatico with the box quote that you read with all the music references. I thought I'd go with a
very good
Afternoon Delight because now it's late afternoon.
Late afternoon.
But this
counts.
beer is still a delight.
Well, that's good. I didn't even think about the music reference. But now that you said it,
boo, whoop, whoop.
Now you say I'm gonna go with lo-fi. I'm getting that vibe from it.
What vibe?
Lo-fi vibe.
The lo-fi
Just a
vibe.
chill. You could, hang to it, drink it.
Yeah, for 6.9, like
it doesn't
a relatively higher, not high, but higher alcohol
easy
percentage.
To drink
it's
beer.
pretty easy to drink.
Yeah. Honestly, there's really no bitterness to it. I expected more of like a tartness because of the grapefruit, but apparently the guava has a little bit more sweetness to it.
Guava.
All right, stick around. We'll be right back after these brief messages.
Yes.
And we're back.
Oh.
Just like that.
Mid-sip.
Open up a new beer for the new half. It's just that good, the beer, huh? We're just cruising right into our second one, both of us.
You could say that.
Sometimes it takes us an entire episode to get through one.
It's true. I mean, I've been parched for a month.
Yeah, it is true. It is.
I looked it up. I think we posted on like the 23rd or the 22nd. So we're like about 5 days out of a month hiatus.
It's a long time.
It is a long time.
It's a long time since we've had a beer, huh?
Yeah. Dry month.
So we had Megan and I had a little bit of a disagreement a couple weeks ago when we were making sandwiches for lunch.
Okay.
So nice weekend. We had just got some cold cuts, some bread, condiments, the whole nine. We were ready to build the sandwich.
Yeah.
Lay the bread out, cold cuts out, lettuce, and then all of a sudden, we start building the sandwich, or I started building my sandwich, and Megan asked where I put, like, the condiments.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, well, I don't, like, I wait until the top, usually.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So, like, I'll start from the bottom.
Yep.
And then I won't put anything on the bottom bread.
Mm-hmm.
I'll usually do the meat, lettuce.
Yep.
Oh, I guess meat, cheese, lettuce. And then I'll drizzle whatever. So say I'm doing like a mustard. I like spicy mustard on sandwiches. Mm-hmm. So I'll drizzle that over the lettuce.
Okay.
And if I'm in the need, I'll put a light, very light thing of mayo on the top slice.
Yep.
And Megan likes to put bottom and then build and nothing on the top. So it brought up a good question. Where in the process is the right place to put condiments?
You're asking the wrong guy. Nowhere.
You don't put any condiments on a sandwich?
Not often, no.
There's no moisture on your sandwich.
Almost never.
How do you get through a sub without any type of contrasting texture?
Always have. I don't know. I just feel like it gets like I don't like mayo to start. I don't.
Yeah, that's common.
I don't like mayo. I don't like mustard really.
Okay.
So those are two very common
those are two very
condiments for sandwiches.
Yep.
You're not putting ketchup on a sandwich, really.
No, unless you're a crazy person.
Yeah. So right off the bat, takes those two out of play.
Okay.
And then we're talking like an Italian sub, oil and vinegar. If I'm ever ordering an Italian sub, I'm not usually eating it right away. So the oil and vinegar makes stuff soggy to me. So
okay. Well,
if I'm eating it right away, I might get a little oil and vinegar.
That's so interesting.
The only time I really do get stuff is like a chicken sandwich or something, I'll get get a little ranch just almost for flavor more than anything.
So if you were to build like a turkey sandwich at home, say you had nothing
If
else.
I was just building one?
Yeah, if you were building a turkey sandwich.
Just me, hanging out by myself?
Just you, the
Probably
world
just
is
turkey,
your oyster.
just turkey and cheese.
No lettuce. No crunch.
Too much work.
It's not work.
Just turkey and cheese.
So you're going bread, turkey, cheese, bread?
Yeah.
That's insane to me.
Yeah.
You're a Jersey guy. Like, we take
me?
pride in our sandwiches. I
take pride in my sandwich.
We should be like we're like almost the sandwich capital of the world, I would say.
I think that's
almost.
Okay.
Jersey delis are just known to knock it out of the park.
Just because our bread is so good.
Yeah, that's true.
Something in the water on the bread.
So I think that's crazy. The world is your oyster. You're going bare bone sandwich.
Yeah.
You don't strike me as that. You like when I picture you eating a sandwich, I picture a fully loaded, we got condiments dripping off the sides.
Yeah, I don't
sandwich.
like the dripping like if I get so a lot of times I'll get like a cheeseburger, and if it comes with like Taylor ham and egg on it, that's a good cheeseburger to me. Like Taylor ham, like a burger, cheese, Taylor ham.
That's a crazy burger
with egg.
I gotta be in some sort of mood to have
that's
that burger.
Usually it's called a Jersey burger.
Jersey burger. Yeah.
But I ruins my meal almost
when the yolk
when it's what is that, over easy?
Yep.
Or
over easy or like over medium. Probably.
Yeah, or like a sunny side up or something, egg on top, and I take a bite and it just drips out this. I hate it.
Yolk, yeah, I don't like.
No, it's just anything just dripping out.
Anything going out.
Like I don't even like if I like bite in my burger and it's like too rare and it like juices down the burger.
Oh, so you're going for strictly cleansing, like a clean eat.
I do like a clean eat, I guess.
Okay,
maybe that's it. Maybe that's the secret.
You like little cleanup, little prep.
I do like very little prep and cleanup.
Give me the basic what I need to get by for the sandwich.
Let me just get the sustenance I need. I'm in and I'm out.
Give me the nutrients and no mess.
Because I do hate cleaning up. Like some of the worst part, like I would cook every meal if I didn't have to wash the dishes afterwards.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I cleaning up is annoying.
In order to make my sandwich that I just laid out for you, I just need to take out a paper plate
and
throw the 2 pieces of bread out, and then just grab the 2 cold cut bags, the 2 Ziploc cold cut bags.
I mean, that's as easy as it comes.
Yeah.
Wow. You know, you really threw a curveball at me. So you obviously don't help in our discussion.
No, not at all. Although I would put it on top, because I do put a little ranch on some of my chicken sandwiches on top.
Yeah. I think it threw off that there's nothing on the bottom, but I think sometimes like it
sogs up.
Yeah, because you're putting pressure on the bottom.
Well, it just sogs up the bottom.
Yeah. Sometimes I toss a condiment underneath the lettuce
so that
it doesn't touch the top bun.
I've seen, maybe it's on Twitter or someone told me, but some people will put a slice of cheese on the bottom almost as a barrier to stop the seepage.
Oh, I kind of like that.
Into the bottom bun. Keeps the bottom bun
like nice and dry.
Spongy or whatever you want to say.
Do you toast any of your bread for sandwiches, or are you more of just a plain old nice
plain
piece
old
of bread?
Yeah, plain old. I mean, special occasions, if I'm grilling, I'll throw the burger or the hot dog bun on the grill a little.
Yeah, occasionally I like that. A little crunch in the bread. But
a little bit.
Mostly I like the fresh, spongy bread for a sandwich.
Yeah. I take very plain sandwiches though. So
wow,
I'm really not the person to ask for this.
I mean, apparently. Do you have any sides? Like, do you like chips on the sides of your sandwich, or are you going like?
I'm usually
pickles.
Chips. Well, I hate pickles.
Yeah, I know you hate pickles. So that's dumb question.
Idiot.
Question. We probably eat a jar of pickles every.
Yeah, you guys are psychos. I feel like it was a long time ago, but I think it might have been last episode that you said you guys eat like a whole pickle. It like curbs your appetite.
Oh,
or something.
Yeah, they're so good. And so I was on the hunt for some pickles at the store, and I always try to. Megan and I want to start a channel that does pickle reviews. I want to do it. So does she. We've just never done it.
What's stopping you?
And I saw
you don't even have to put your face in it. Just
exactly.
Put the jar.
I mean,
put
even
your
if we had our face in it, I say we just start doing it because we love pickles so much. We eat so many, and one of our favorites.
Yeah, but you've already tried them all, so like you going.
That's a good
like
point.
Going back into the pickles. Like you already know one that you don't like. You're gonna have to eat it for the review. Kind of.
That's a great point. Didn't think of that. All right, back to the drawing board. But anyway,
no, you should still do it. I'm just saying, you guys, somehow clear them out of your mind and go in unbiased.
So Clausen, one of our favorite pickle providers.
Mm-hmm. This channel's got branches.
Yeah.
You could do whole pickles.
Pickle halves.
Yeah.
We got chips.
Different. You can rate them differently. Yeah. Anyway,
and so Clausen came out with a hot and spicy pickle quarters. And pickle quarters, some of the most common ways to eat a pickle.
Okay.
And Megan loves spice. Mm-hmm. And so do I. I like a little zest on the pickle.
Yep.
So I'm like, oh, I got to pick these up. She's going to love them. I got home before her. I was craving a pickle. Opened it up. One of the hottest things I've ever had in my entire life. I could barely even stand it. And Megan said it was extremely hot, but she loves them. She always eats them. But she's like, no, you have to have one again. But I'm like, no, it's not going to get any better.
I don't like spice. I think I've said
this was a spice.
I think I've said it several times.
Not enjoyable.
If I know something's gonna be like even almost remotely spicy, although I like pepper jack or habanero cheese kind of like it's not. Those aren't really spicy. Those just give you a little kick of flavor.
It's a kick. Yeah.
But if something's gonna be spicy, where
it lingers,
it just tingles your tongue.
Oh man.
Don't even ask me,
dude. The
answer's always gonna be no.
Brutal.
But like Ari always gets like. When we go on the road trips, especially when we go to like Lake George, we stop at the first gas station, snack up for the ride. That way we don't have to stop the rest of the way. And if it's there, she'll always get Flamin' Hot Cheetos.
Oh, Megan loves them too.
But
those linger, though.
She eats one, just chews on one, goes...
When you're making that noise,
I go, are you okay? And she goes, yeah. Why?
I'm loving it. What are you talking about?
Yeah, and then eats another one.
It's like,
I'm like, are you enjoying that? She's like, yeah, I love these.
You have to put gloves on to eat those.
Do you?
Things.
Do you really enjoy that? Do you really like them?
Way. Like that's dude. That after one bite,
is that what Megan does too?
Yeah, like she was eating the pickles. Like,
these are good.
I'm like, how the fuck is
it's
that
like
enjoyable?
it's just you and me in the car. You don't have to convince me.
You're not impressing me
you don't have to
those.
convince me to like them too. Like I get it. They're not hot, they're not good.
Well, she wants to test her spice. Hot and spicy Clausen pickles are no joke. Absolutely no joke.
I don't get it.
It's brutal. It was absolutely brutal.
Yeah.
But my taste and smell has been so messed up since COVID in November. Like it got better and it's slowly just been kind of shitty. So I can't stand the smell of coffee. I can't smell like farts or poop. Like,
not the worst thing.
I know it's not, but also it's like it's bad because like I'll fart
in
a room.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Oh, thank God, it's nothing. And Megan will like almost.
Yeah, you gotta be careful.
Pass out.
You gotta be really careful about farting in public now.
Like I don't like the smell of like a lot of salty things I don't like, which is like bad because it's like half of the food. But sweets can taste all the sweets fine. Beer I can taste fine. So basically all the necessities, beer and sweets are my,
We'll have to get like a, the only one I can think of is it's like the sea quench or something from Dogfish.
Oh yeah, I just had that. Actually, my mom hates it. She's like, "Do you like these?"
It's like it tastes like salt water. It tastes like they brewed it with like salt water. Or something. It's salty.
It is salty.
So I wonder if you get the full flavor from it.
It tastes like it's just like a bitter sour to me.
Yeah.
But I've been addicted to cherries.
Like the ones with the pits?
The pits.
Yeah.
Not maraschinos, like the full-on stemmed cherries.
Yeah.
I have been eating so many cherries, I think I'm going to turn red.
They're just like a little inconvenient, you know? You have to have like a cup or a bowl where you spit into.
Yeah, you definitely. Again, this is for for a clean eater like you. This is not the.
No,
snack.
I love cherries and I love like sunflower seeds, but like it's just tough to eat those things in the house because like
no, that's true.
You have to like
be sitting down for lunch.
Like part of the best things about like eating cherries, sunflower seeds, watermelons with seeds is like eating it, getting to the point of the thing you have to spit out, and like just like letting it fly. No care in the world. It's like
that is
kind of takes some of the enjoyment out of those things for me.
Yeah, so I'll be eating at the coffee table, you know, because you got to pull the stem off.
Yep.
Drop the stem.
Yep.
Bite. Pit. Spit that down to the paper towel. So it's definitely a process, but I look down in like 5 minutes and there's like 30 fucking pits. Like I've been cruising.
I mean, they're good. They're good.
But they're so damn expensive.
Are they?
Yeah. Like
maybe because you're not supposed to eat 30 at a time.
Yeah, I definitely took for granted like when my mom used to buy cherries. And like we went to the store the other day and we bought cherries and the bag of cherries was like $13.
Damn.
For like a bag of grapes.
Yeah.
And it's getting to the point where I'm eating so many cherries that I actually partially stole a bag at self-checkout.
What does that mean? Partially.
So the last time we bought cherries, it was really expensive. Mm-hmm. The cherries were not on sale, so they were like $2.69 a pound, right?
Okay.
And the bag of cherries is probably 4 pounds, maybe. It's a big bag, It's like a
hefty
3, 4, 5 pound bag.
Yep.
And that equates to about $11, $12, $13, whatever, depending on how big the bag is.
Yep.
And I'm not standing there. Yeah. I'm not standing there and taking cherries out, putting cherries in.
Oh, I see.
People do that. Like they'll take a stock of, or like a vine of grapes out if they don't want a ton of grapes.
Right.
And they'll just like put them in another bag. Like
right.
That's crazy you can do that, to be honest.
I don't think you're allowed to do that.
You shouldn't be doing it probably, right?
Yeah.
I see people do it all the time.
Yeah. You probably shouldn't. It's probably not allowed.
So basically, I came to the register at the self-checkout because I only got a few things. Obviously, it was in there for cherries. And
obviously.
There was I couldn't like punch in the code on the bag.
Right.
And she was like, "Oh, let me just punch it in for you." Mm-hmm. So she punched in the code, but didn't weigh it. So she just typed in the code of what it is per pound, and then it never weighed. It just like scanned it as
for like a pound.
Yeah. So like I got a whole bag of cherries for like $2.15.
Oh, I see.
So
I thought you were gonna say because you were eating them throughout the store, you were lessening. And
yeah. I get there. There's 2 cherries in the bag.
Because I do that with grapes. If grapes are in the cart, I'm picking the grapes the whole time.
So basically, I saw her do this. I'm like, oh, all right. So you can just type in the code.
You pay for
and
them.
not weigh your stuff. Because then after
usually you have to weigh your stuff. I think it's because she came over and swiped her card.
Right.
Because if you put something on the belt without weighing it, it says please weigh your item.
Yeah. So that's what I did. I put something on, and then I typed in the code for apples, like the apples I got, and then I figured out it says, "Oh, please remove your item from." It doesn't say what you got. So I was like, "Oh shit."
Oh, you figured out how to
so
bypass it?
Like, if cherries are really expensive, I can just substitute the per pound for like the apples that are like $1.29 a pound. So that way I'm
but then you have to type in the apples too.
Right. But I'm typing in the apples, right? When I put the cherries on.
I see what you're saying.
And it just says, please remove item from.
Yeah, I see. So you're going to weigh the apples.
I'm weighing the apples.
Yeah, for the cherries and
for the cherries
for the apples.
And it's cutting my cost in like half of what the cherries are supposed to be.
You're only probably saving like $2.
No, I bought a bag of cherries last time for like $6.50, and the cherries before that.
But then your apples are going to be more expensive because your apples are weighing more.
Yeah, but that's fine. The apples.
I'm
just
saying. So you save $6 on the cherries, but you pay like $2 or $3 more on the apples. So you're really only saving.
No,
$2
I'm
or
not
$3.
paying any more on the apples. I'm putting in the same code. If the apples are $1.39 a pound, I'm putting in $1.39 on that code each time. If a store is going to be charging $3 a pound for cherries, they're out of their damn mind. That's the point.
Supply and demand, Jake. They know people are fiending like yourself.
That's how bad it is. I'm getting to the point where I'm trying to.
You're stealing.
I'm stealing cherries at this point.
The next step is you just wearing an oversized jacket and stuffing your jacket with cherries.
The next point is me just walking out with bags of cherries and not even going to self-checkout.
Yeah.
And just seeing what they do.
Yep.
Half the time, you can just put anything you want in that bag.
Yes.
It's crazy in there.
Well, yeah, because the self-checkout attendees are usually people who do not care about the store.
They'd rather you not even go to self-checkout.
Yeah, right.
Like the people who work self-checkout.
Anytime you need help, which is almost every time because somehow the scanner doesn't work.
They'd rather you
or
leave
somehow
the store with
somehow
your whole
you don't
cart.
weigh the item. Every time there's an issue, they go, oh, roll their eyes and come over and swipe the card. And you go, thank you, and they just walk back.
It's like, listen, dude, this is like your sole job is to be helping the people in self-checkout.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're not ringing anything up. You're not checking coupons. You're not bagging. all you are there for is when that light goes off and you have to come over and swipe your card and type in your code and you walk back.
Dude, I'd be pumped. Every time I see a light, I'm like, oh, let's go. We're there. We're there, baby.
My job.
Yeah. Scan in.
Time to shine.
What do you need? What do you need? Yeah. I understand people don't like that shit, but like show a little. Like that's what encourages me to put in wrong fucking numbers.
Yeah. If someone took pride in that job, you would be like, oh shit, you know what? I weighed that wrong. Can you please like?
I mean, at this point, there's probably gonna be police at the end, at like the exit,
waiting for
me to.
We got him.
Yeah,
the cherry thief.
Yeah, I'm putting like 6 bags of cherries up there at a time. No, I'm addicted to them because I can taste them well. Like I can taste the full cherry, and like there's not a lot of foods where I'm getting like full flavor. So cherries have me
hooked
in the palm of their hands, in the palm of their stems,
in their pits,
That cherries have me by the pits. Oh my god! And more flavor news.
Okay.
What month is it? It's August, right? Mid-August?
Yeah.
They just dropped pumpkin spice at coffee shops. I stopped to get my sister a coffee on the way to West Milford.
Yep.
And
got her a pumpkin spice?
No, I didn't, but there was a sign that says pumpkin spice is back. I was like, dude, it is not even...
I swear I gotta start marking this stuff down. Because, like, is it not earlier than it's been?
Dude, I'm pretty sure like the last week of September they start doing pumpkin spice.
I'm gonna make a calendar just for this podcast.
Okay, well August
because it's almost September. It's
August.
It's a
18th.
week. It's a week and it's 2 weeks.
2 weeks to September.
That's pumpkin spice season, right? September.
I think they're 2 months. They're a month ahead. They're a month before they usually are.
Maybe. I don't really get anything pumpkin spice, so I don't really pay attention to it. But if that's the case,
like, why don't they just leave pumpkin spice out? If it's such a big demand, like, why don't they just leave it out?
Because maybe it doesn't become a demand then.
If people are fiending for it, that they got to put it out a month in advance.
Oh, I don't think they're fiending for it. I think it's just the exclusivity of it, you know? And it's like, oh, it's just this time of year that you can get pumpkin spice. Everyone's going to be like, oh, we got to get it while we can.
Yeah, it's like they're putting out Christmas decorations already, probably.
Probably.
That's what we're getting at. They're going to be putting up...
There's probably a station somewhere on the radio that's playing Christmas music right now.
Probably. People do Christmas in July sometimes, though.
Well, that's a literal thing, I think.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, that's like what offices do, I think, in some places. Christmas in July is like a little party.
I've always wanted to do that. I've always heard about it, but I've just never know where it happens.
I've never done it. I've never known anyone who's done it, but I've heard about it.
Like, do you have to do it, or is it just like something that happens?
What do you mean?
Like I've heard of Christmas in July.
Someone has to do it, yeah.
But like, is it more of an organized thing, or does like someone just be like, oh no, like next week in July I'm going to do Christmas in July? Is that how it comes up?
No, I think it's
or is it like an actual thing that people do?
It's probably a week. Like there's a week that is the furthest away from Christmas. That's why you do it in July. It's the furthest away from Christmas.
No shit. Is that why they do it?
Yeah, it's halfway through.
Oh, man.
Is my guess.
Well, yeah, because...
Although July's closer to December than June is, so you think you would do it in June, but Christmas in July has a nice ring to it. Christmas in June?
Yeah, Christmas in June sounds weird.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I never really thought about it.
Halfway.
I've heard about it. Now they're doing pumpkin spice in August, so everything is getting...
Who knows what's happening?
I like pumpkin spice, but like... It's got to be a crisp October for me to go out and get a pumpkin spice.
Warms up the innards? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I think just something about putting pumpkin and cold together is a good combo. I'm a big fan of the like high 50s, low 60s sweater weather. So
with a pumpkin spice.
Yeah, I don't like pumpkin cold like in an ice drink.
Okay.
So I tend to shift my coffee drinking from cold to hot in like mid-September.
Because it gets colder.
Yeah, so I like a warm drink in the morning rather than me waking up now having cold brew when it's hot out. You know, sit on the deck, it's like 70, you're like, I can't have a hot drink because it's weird. I'm just going to sweat more, you know? And I basically start sweating as soon as it reaches over 69 degrees.
As soon as you get out of bed.
Yeah, anything over 69 degrees, my body's just programmed.
It's go time, guys.
Yeah, we got to start pumping out some sweat glands.
Perspirate.
I don't know what it is. Just enjoy that cooler air.
Bigger, hairier guy, Jake.
Yeah, I'm a big fall guy. big fall guy.
You're a big hairy guy.
Take it easy with the hairiness. All right, I just use Manscaped to trim this down a little bit.
You trim that?
Not this. This has been a while. This has been probably.
I was gonna say you just trim that.
Just like hit the mic.
I don't think I've ever had that much hair on my chest.
No, this is due. I actually we're going on a mini podcast vacation this weekend. I gotta trim this up for that.
Do you?
No, I don't, but I like to.
I don't think
the sun has to get to my skin.
I think I maybe
somehow.
shaved my chest once when I first started growing chest hair.
I never shaved my chest completely.
I think one time when I first had I probably could have
few.
counted the hairs on my chest.
That was a good day for you.
And I probably was like, I don't think I should be having this. Like I think I shaved my beard that day. You know, the hairs I could count on my face too. I was like, while I'm here, let me just shave these off. And then since then, haven't touched my chest. And you have more. You have more hair. You have more hairs than I could ever imagine having on my chest.
Yeah, it's just part of the heritage, you know.
Yep.
Irish and Slovakian.
Are Irish people hairy?
Yeah.
Are they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just can't really see it all because they're
red
and blonde. So, I think it has more to do with the European side than it does the Irish side.
Irish.
Yep, just white and hairy.
You know Ireland's in Europe, right?
Yeah, but I meant like Eastern European.
Okay.
Not like.
Well, the way you're going right now is west.
Well, to me. Oh,
to
yeah,
you
no,
it
to
is
me
west.
it's west. Yeah, I meant it the other way. I was trying to throw east to you.
Yeah, well, it worked. Yeah.
Yep, Manscaped. They
screwed us.
Yeah, they did.
Let's move on from that, Jake. Huh?
Yeah, let's do it. I already touched on condiments.
I thought you had a game for us.
Yeah, I have a spelling bee for you.
Do you have it pulled up? Or?
I do. I have it pulled up.
All right.
In honor of the spelling bee that happened probably 2 months ago.
Months ago.
We're into the Little League World Series now. We're
super good athlete won that, I think.
Yeah.
Right? Usually you think of not and trying to be in the least racist possible way. Usually you think like a young Indian nerd wins the spelling bee.
It has nothing to do with it. They are literally just.
And this girl wins, and she's like the best basketball player to come out of her elementary school ever.
It was pretty awesome. I mean, that tends to what happened. It's like an Indian kid wins it all the time.
Yeah,
they're just fucking brilliant at spelling. It's like unbelievable.
And math.
Yeah, and they train for it really hard.
That's true too.
All they do is read the dictionary. And like watching them write these words out on their hand, it's so funny when you get to see the word and like they are spelling it.
Is it funny? Because let's see how we do at this.
No, it's just funny like that sometimes we like don't judge them, but like if they get something wrong, like, oh, they missed the O.
Yeah, the silent double triple O.
There's not an I there, it's an E. And like we're never like you're idiots, but it's just like how it's like you just feel so bad.
Yeah. Because you know they know it too.
Yeah, and
sometimes it's just like the
ding,
pressure.
They knew exactly what they got wrong.
Yep.
So these
listen to me misspell these very common words.
These we're not going into like spelling bee as like what these kids spell.
Mm-hmm.
These are more common words that people hear that are tough to spell.
Often misspell. Okay.
Some of these, I think I know how to pronounce all of them. Okay, yeah, I do. There was two that I was like,
Oh, we'll see.
All right. So there's, I think, about 50.
So you're going to give me a word and I have to spell it?
Yep.
Okay. Simple.
We'll start off with the first word. Mm-hmm. Diaphragm.
Oh, shit.
Dude,
It's got to be DIA PHRAM.
There's a silent G in there at the end. So it's GM. Diaphragm.
With a G before the M?
Yeah.
Huh. Okay.
Honestly, when I saw it, I was like, oh, that is how it's spelled. But I don't think I would have ever spelled it that way.
Nope.
All right. Next one up, we have bouquet.
I think I know how to spell this one, but can you give me the origin, please?
Yeah, it's French for bundle of flowers.
Yeah. Can you use it in a sentence, please?
I got my mother a nice bouquet of flowers for Mother's Day.
The part of speech, please.
Noun.
Are you just guessing?
Okay. Well, it is a noun, right?
It is a noun, I'm
Okay.
pretty sure. Okay, bouquet.
Is that even what part of speech is?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, noun, verb.
All right.
Anyway, bouquet. BOUQUET.
Nailed it.
Yes.
Bingo, baby.
It was all thanks to all your clues, your context clues. Like that didn't help. None of those helped me at all. Well, these are also common words, I guess.
Yeah.
All right, next word.
Thematic.
Can you use that one in a sentence?
Yes. The movie had a very dark thematic.
Okay. THEMEMATIC.
Spell it out one more time.
THEMEMATIC.
You added an extra E in there. I'm sorry.
Shit. Wait, so it's double M?
No, it's THEMATIC.
Yeah, so I went.
You spelled thematic.
I spelled thematic.
Yep.
Shit. 1 for 3.
That's all right. You're not like totally off yet on any of these.
Well, we'll see.
All right, next. Perspiring. That man is severely perspiring all over his t-shirt.
As soon as it hits 69, the man perspires. Is that what temperature you said?
70.
Perspiring. Can you give me the origin, please?
Like where it came from, like what language it came from. I believe it came from.
Hey, did you just make up bouquet?
Well, yeah, I assumed it was French.
You looked right at your phone. I thought you had it in front of you.
Perspire comes from the Greek perspire, to sweat.
It's convincing. Am I spelling perspiring?
Perspiring.
Okay. PERSPIRING.
Correct. Very good.
Yes.
Not as tricky. I think that one was trying to trick you.
Not today.
This next one could get a little tricky. Architecture.
Architecture. Shit. Okay. So that's going to be ARCHI ARCHI T CURE.
I'm sorry. It's incorrect.
I lost my place in the middle.
I know, you did.
I started to use the hand technique. I was writing in my hand a little.
It's ARCHIT
Yeah.
ECTURE.
Nice.
Architecture.
I was never going to get that one.
Don't even know actually how to pronounce this next word.
It's a good start.
So we might just skip it.
Give it to me.
Bronchi or bronchy.
Can you use that one in a sentence,
I
please?
actually can't. I don't think I've ever seen this word before. Bronchy.
You ever see that video? I think it was a TikTok of the guy doing like a street interview, and he walks up to some guy who's clearly like the highest person I've ever seen. And he goes like, "How are you today, man?" He goes, "Pretty wonky."
Oh, man.
You haven't seen that one?
I don't think so.
Ari loves that one.
Pretty
I'll show it to you after this. But
I think it's bronchi.
You think it's bronchi?
I think it's bronchi.
What'd you say before though?
Bronchy or bronchi.
So I feel like that gives me a little
Yeah.
So
I need to help you on this one.
BRO.
Yep.
N. C. Okay. C. Sticking with C. BROC. Oh no. BRONC. HIE.
Oh, HI. No
Just
E.
HI?
I've never seen. I don't know what that word is. You can look it up, but bronchi.
Interesting.
Comes from bronchitis, maybe. All right, next one. Conqueror.
Okay, that's a CONQUEROR.
Nailed it.
That's right.
This next one, pretty common word, but apparently a lot of people misspell it.
Okay.
Jewelry.
No, I really don't want to get it wrong.
Jewelry.
Huh. Okay. Jewellery.
That's incorrect. That's usually how people say it, I think. It's Jewelry.
Oh,
Jewelry.
Jewelry.
It doesn't look right, but it is.
Jewelry. It's just jewelry. Jewelry.
Yeah.
Everyone says jewelry.
Jewelry. Yeah.
Jewelry.
It's a weird word. Intuition.
Intuition. It's got to be INTUITION.
Nailed it.
Easy.
Yeah.
Light work.
Okay. I don't think I've ever spelled this word myself. I've heard it said many times.
I think I say I've never spelled this word incorrectly, so.
This one is ambidextrous.
I don't even know if I've ever seen this word actually
I don't think I
out.
actually have until just now.
Everyone just says it.
Ambidextrous.
I thought it was always ambidextrous. Ambidextrous.
Ambidextrous.
Okay, so AMB I DEX TEROUS.
You nailed it, my friend. You absolutely nailed it.
Wow.
Nailed it. Wow.
I mean, I gotta say your pronunciation was key.
Well, I think I never knew it was ambidextrous. I always thought it was ambidextrous.
I always thought it was like ambidextrous. Ambidextrous.
Yeah, I always thought it was ambidextrous, but it's ambidextrous. Ambidextrous.
Don't ask me to spell again. Just
Crazy word.
Just move on.
Grotesque.
Okay, I know how to spell this one, I think.
All right, let's hear
This
it.
is
I mean, if you can get ambidextrous, you can get grotesque.
grotesque is GROTESQUE.
Absolutely nailed it.
I'm on a roll.
Next, we have massacre.
I'm gonna misspell massacre.
Don't overthink it.
MASSECURE.
Overthought it.
I don't know.
MASS.
Yeah.
A.
A.
CRE.
CRE.
Yep.
CRE.
Massacre. Massacre.
Massacre.
French, I believe.
Oh my gosh, some massacre.
Paradigm. Did you already spell that?
No,
you didn't.
No, paradigm. It's got to be PARA. PARADYM. E. No E. E.
DIGM. The GM gets you again. The damn GMs are really...
Diaphragm paradigm.
It's an English nightmare, the GMs.
GM?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you couldn't even imagine a word that has GM in it.
No.
But now I can.
Yeah. And the last one.
Yeah.
Philanthropist.
It's just a long word. I'm going to forget where I am. That's the problem.
I'll give you like a checkpoint.
PHIL.
Okay, your checkpoint.
Nice. PHILANTHRO. Am I good still?
Oh yeah, you're good.
Okay.
No dings.
Can you catch me up where I was? PHIL.
ANTHRO.
Oh no. Is it? Okay. So it's got to be PH. Wait, no.
You're at
PHYST.
PIST.
So simple. The
So
easiest part.
simple.
Pissed.
Yeah, you got through the hard part.
Yeah.
And those are some of the most tough spelled words.
Because who the fuck spells those?
Yeah, you don't see them
You're never
very
putting
often.
those in a text or
Very
an
true.
email.
Yeah, you see it rarely.
Yeah.
Well, you did pretty good, I gotta say. With ambidextrous, I think that, that would have, that impressed me the most.
That could have won the spelling bee.
I lost spelling bee in middle school in front of an auditorium of kids.
I never made it to that part. I never made it out of the classroom.
Against a good old elementary school friend. Do you remember Tara? Tara Gitter?
Yeah.
I lost on macaroni. To this day, still know how to spell it.
That's just Macaroni.
Yeah, I think I added 2 C's and 2 R's.
Maybe you stuttered and they counted it like MACC.
MACR. Yeah, it's 1 C, 1 R.
Yeah. Damn shame, Jake.
And then restaurant was another one I always struggled with.
That one's tough.
Restaurant.
Yeah.
AURANT.
Mm-hmm. There's weird spellings out there.
English is brutal.
Well, we also don't pronounce things, I guess, probably correctly.
No.
Either.
We have Englishified them.
Americanized them.
Goddamn right. Restaurant.
Yeah. I'll be ambidextrous.
I'm ambidextrous. That's fine.
I use my knife in both hands at the restaurant.
Oh, man. I don't even remember the last time we did a riddle, but it's almost about that time.
Oh, is it? I was going to give you a little... Okay.
You can give me whatever you want. We have some time to make up, so if we want to make it go a little longer, let's do it.
We can save it for next episode. But anyway, Jake, I'll give you 2 headlines.
Okay, yeah.
For this week's In or Out.
All right, love it.
Are you in or are you out?
Are you in or are you out? 5 parrots separated at UK Zoo after encouraging each other to swear at guests.
Yeah, I'm in. I'll hear the story.
Good, because then I have to Google it. But
5
parrots separated at a UK zoo for encouraging each other to
Wait,
curse.
parrots?
Yeah, 5 parrots.
Oh, I thought I said parents. That's even better. I'm even more in.
About the parrots?
Yeah, I thought you said parents. Like
No, 5 parrots, like the bird.
they encourage each other to go curse.
They were
guests?
encouraging each other to curse at guests. So a
yeah,
British
absolutely.
wildlife sanctuary has been forced to separate 5 parrots who wouldn't stop swearing at visitors. Keepers say the birds encouraged each other to keep cursing and had to be moved from the main outdoor aviary. Billy, Eric, Tyson, Jade, and Elise were removed from view this week.
What a name array they have there.
So then they interviewed some of the zookeepers, I guess, and they said, "We are quite used to parrots swearing, but we've never had 5 at the same time." Most parrots clam up outside, but for some reason these 5 relish it. According to the zookeeper, none of the zoo's visitors complained about the parrots, and most found them amusing. When a parrot tells you to fuck off, it amuses people very highly, he said. It's brought a big smile to some in a really hard year, which is true. Imagine, like, all right, the zoo just opens, full mask mandate. There's probably a gathering limit in there, so you're, like, waiting almost in line, or you have to, like, reserve a time that you get to go in there. And it's at the entry. They said, the first thing you walk in, one of the first things you've done and back out in public, this parrot just tells you, fuck off.
The parrots were so used to having no one that they finally had people come back in and just like, you know what? Fuck off. Fuck right the head off.
Yeah, what are you doing? Fuck off.
Fuck off.
Still, keepers thought it would be best to keep them away from children so not to ruffle any feathers.
Good pun. Nice.
They were separated and moved to various different areas in the wildlife center, so they were unable to provoke each other. The parrots swear to trigger a reaction or a response, so seeing people shocked or laughing only encourages the birds to curse more.
Oh my God, it's brutal.
With the 5, one would swear and another would laugh, and that would carry on.
Dude, it's like Planet of the Apes, but they just like fucking heckle people instead of take over.
He said, the zookeeper said, I'm hoping they learn different words within their new colonies, But if they teach each other bad language, then I end up with 250 swearing birds. I don't know what we'll do.
Dude, that is actually crazy. Like, that's pretty wild that, like, they can just kind of encourage each other to do that. Like, they're teaching each other
like
language that they learn.
Yeah, like they're like a very call and response, I guess. So if one curses, they like learn how to say that. They start cursing, and then they laugh, and they're having a good time doing it.
There's 200 parrots just saying "fuck off."
He's hoping they don't teach the other parrots. This one's not so much. That was just one in or out, I guess. I thought this was another headline, but this is just, I guess, a fun fact.
All right.
So apparently, in Australia, there are 48 million kangaroos.
48 million?
Apparently, according to this one person. And in Uruguay, there are 3,457,380 inhabitants. So if the kangaroos decide to invade Uruguay, each Uruguayan would have to fight 14 kangaroos.
There's no way Uruguay survives that.
Yeah.
Have you seen some kangaroos?
Yeah. So someone commented on that and said, so what you're saying is the people of Uruguay better start taking boxing lessons.
Dude, some kangaroos are absolutely jacked.
And then the same person commented, I don't know. It seems like a bit of a stretch because I find it hard to believe that the kangaroos would be able to construct a fleet of invasion ships and then accurately navigate their way to Uruguay.
I mean, we already got...
Clearly, they would just airdrop in.
Imagine that. Just falling from the skies.
Kangaroos with parachutes.
I mean, if you're going to train an animal to fight, kangaroos.
It's a good one.
They can jump super high. They're very quick, and they're really strong.
Yeah, some of them are buff.
Nevertheless, you have to fight 14 of them.
14 of them.
I don't think I could take
it's
one.
not just one. It's not just one or two. It's 14 kangaroos each.
You put me up against one kangaroo, I don't think I stand a chance.
Yeah.
14 of them?
14.
I
don't know what would be worse, like 14 kangaroos at once, or like 14 kangaroos just lining up.
You take one down. You just have
the
one.
next one just steps right up.
I think that's got to be worse because it's so defeating. You take all your energy to take the first one down, the next guy just bounces right up in front of you.
Just touches knuckles and you start fighting.
It gives you a sucker punch to the face.
Yeah. I don't know what would be worse, to be honest.
Oh, my God. Man, that is so funny.
Well, at least we live in America where we outnumber them, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know if 48 million is accurate, but because that sounds like a lot. 48 million kangaroos? That's a lot.
I think it's just because there's so much there's so much desert land.
I think that was a Twitter post. Let me just see how many kangaroos.
And there's a lot of desert land in Australia.
It's true. Oh, 50 million.
Wow, they've been doing a lot better then, huh?
Well, it's weird because actually, apparently, Australia is home to 25 million people and an estimated 50 million kangaroos. So kangaroos could just take over Australia. They don't even have to circumnavigate the globe to Uruguay.
Imagine that. Imagine we were alive for a country that was taken over by animals.
Planet of the Apes. Planet of the Roos.
I don't like Planet of the Apes because it's too real.
Because they're so intelligent?
Because that can... I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but like I feel like that could actually happen. Mm. Dude, have you... Like, whenever I see videos of like zookeepers or people who train animals like with chimpanzees and apes... Dude, it freaks me the hell out.
Because how smart they become?
They're literally they're literally hairy humans. It's so scary.
Yeah, they are. Well, I've seen so many like videos now of dogs communicating very well too with buttons.
I've seen that too.
Yeah.
We gotta stray away from.
Yeah, like keep animals animals.
Animals. Yeah. I don't want to have like. It'd be cool to know what my dog was thinking, but like when it actually comes down to the nuts and bolts, when they're talking to me.
Yeah, I don't need you telling me when you're hungry. I feed you at 5 o'clock every day.
I know when you're hungry, okay? I don't need you stepping on a button and be like, hungry. That's what your bark is for, okay? Yeah. I don't need you to...
Yeah, either you bark because you got to go out or you're hungry.
Yeah. You need attention, whatever it is, but you don't have to start talking to me.
Yeah.
Keep animals animals.
That's right.
Planet
That's
of the
our
Apes.
movement.
Yeah, yeah, we'll print that on a shirt. Keep animals animals. All right. Maybe now it's time for a riddle.
All right. It's been a month, Jake. Hopefully you have the answer to it.
Been a minute, been a month.
Last episode's riddle.
For everyone who's keeping up.
Though I dance at a ball,
Oh, yeah.
I am nothing at all. What am I?
I think we had a couple guesses on this one.
Okay. Do you remember any of them?
Yeah, I think one of the guesses was light.
No.
Disco ball?
No. I can see disco ball. That's a good one.
Yeah, but then it's like nothing at all, though. It is something.
It is something. Well, so is the answer, but the answer is shadow.
Oh.
So it's doing all the dance moves, but it's really
Okay, so light was on the right track.
Yeah, so was disco ball kind of. But the answer we're looking for
Shadow, that's good.
was a
That is good.
shadow.
I know my coworker, Brian, he's a big riddle guy, loves the riddles. And he guessed light. I'll have to tell him he was on the right track.
Light's a good one.
Light's a good one.
All right, Jake. 1 or 2.
I'm feeling 1 today.
Okay. This week's riddle. I am so simple that I can only point, yet I guide men all over the world. I am so simple that I can only point, yet I guide men all over the world. So?
I think the riddle community can nail this one.
I think so. Why, you think you know it
so,
already?
too. I think I do.
Okay. So if you think you know it,
And I'm not very smart.
feel free to reach out to us with an answer. You can post on our Instagram, comment.
Yep.
To the riddle will be posted there. Any and Everything Show. You can DM us. Check
Text
out our
us,
website.
Whatever you want.
Check out our website.
No, any and everything show.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's our email.
Email us with the end.
Forget our email.
Yeah.
Check out our website. Anyandeverythingshow.com.
The only one out there.
That's right.
Any and everything show.
Yep.
Yeah. Sweet. It felt good to be back.
Did. Like riding a bike that you need to own.
And I had to purchase.
Right.
Bikes aren't cheap, man. You know,
No.
bikes are not cheap.
Nope.
They sneak up on you like that. It's like, oh, I'm going to go get a bike. It's like, whoa, when the fuck did bikes become so goddamn expensive?
Yeah, it really sucks having a kid because he's going to need a new bike every couple of years.
Yeah, seriously. I might just get him one that's huge. Like, he won't be able to touch the ground, so he'll just fall over all the time. But he'll never outgrow it.
You're going to need training wheels then.
He'll be at training wheels till he's about 11. Really long training wheels that touch the ground. They're like
Just
3
so he
feet
can
long.
get off the bike, really.
Yeah. Yeah, sweet. Good episode. Excited. We'll try to get back next week. I think we can do it.
I think we could do it.
New times are coming.
Yeah.
Thanks for tuning in.
Yes.
Hope you guys have a fantastic...
We're not going anywhere.
Oh, no, we're not going anywhere. I mean, we are.
Well, we're not either. We have to rate the beer.
Well, yeah. Well, now we have to rate the beer, but after the beer, we'll be going somewhere.
Somewhere. The New Belgium Voodoo Ranger V2K IPA.
I wonder what V2K stands for.
I think it's just a play on Y2K.
Y2K?
Yeah. Voodoo Ranger V
Oh, yeah. I guess that makes sense.
is
Nailed
my
it.
guess. And that's
Wow.
why he's retro. Before he's living before 2000.
This can make some cool coasters.
Could make cool coasters. Anyway, rating out of 10. Jake.
I started with the A-.
As we did all.
I honestly have to keep it exactly where it was. So I'm going I think this broke into the 9 club.
9 Club.
I think we're going 9.
Hit the button.
Pew, pew, pew. 9 club, 9-1, 9, bordering on a 9-2.
Wow.
Real solid.
Wow. I mean, it has been a month, and I'm pushing the 9 Club, but I don't want to.
You don't want to get there.
I'm holding a little more exclusivity to the 9 Club.
That's true.
So maybe an 8.85.
Okay. That's solid.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to go with. 8.85. It's very good beer. Very good. Enjoyed it.
I think I'm taking the excitement of the can into effect, too. It's pushing me over the 9 club. Love the artwork.
It might.
All right, all around. Solid beer. If you guys find it, Voodoo Ranger V2K IPA, pick it up if you like your IPAs. If not, choose whatever the hell you want. Yep. So, I hope you guys have a fantastic weekend. Watch out for the weather. Who knows what we're going to be getting with all these tropical storms. And stay safe and stay thirsty.
Stay classy.
See you.
Thanks for listening to the Any and Everything Show.